Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of WWE 2k16 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. We are here with another episode of NXT, as we are currently a few weeks away from Hell in a Cell, and also a few weeks away from our huge NXT Championship match, AJ Styles versus Apollo Crews. That is going to be taking place in the near future. So, this is the show we have for you guys this week. We have Nia Jax going one-on-one with Becky Lynch. We're looking to find our next #1 contender for the Women's Championship here in NXT. That's the first step right there. We have the Los Matadors. They're in action again against the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. Let's see how they fare. Well, last time we saw the Matadors, they did indeed pick up a win. Can they do it again? Our other match to determine the next #1 contender, Asuka versus Carmella. We also have Johnny Gargano going one-on-one with Chad Gable. And Ciampa and Jordan will be in their corners. And our main event this week, AJ Styles has to team up with his future opponent, Apollo Crews, to take on Samoa Joe and Austin Aries. It is the Los Matadors getting the win again over the Revival. So hey, maybe they're in line for a tag team title opportunity. It's a bit of a surprise, but they've done well so far. Carmella gets the win over Asuka. So perhaps Carmella will get herself to the next round of the contendership opportunities. We also have our one-on-one matchup. It is Chad Gable, one half the tag champs, picking up the win. So here we go, our first contest of today's episode. Nia Jax going one-on-one against Becky Lynch. So Nia Jax, I mean, look at the size of her. She is one woman not to be messed with here in NXT. Much bigger than the rest of her opponents. She has the size advantage that will certainly help her, the strength advantage as well. The power game is there. Can she utilize that power game to get her a win over Becky Lynch? What a win that would be. Becky Lynch has been one of our top tier competitors here in NXT for a long time, so we'll see how Nia Jax does go here tonight. We saw Carmella just pick up a victory over Asuka a moment ago, and we can confirm the winner of this match will take on Carmella next week here on NXT, with the winner facing our NXT Women's Champion Bayley down the line as well. So here comes her opponent. It is none other than Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch has been close on a few occasions as well, I should say. She's had her opportunities, but she hasn't been quite able to convert those opportunities into championship gold. How long will it take her? Will she be able to do it at all? Those are the questions that we are wondering. We saw Charlotte. She was the one that managed to knock off Becky Lynch in that Fatal 4-Way clash a few months ago. Charlotte has gone on now to potentially getting a women's championship opportunity up on the main roster. So someone like Becky Lynch has to take a look at Charlotte and kind of be a little bit jealous and think to herself, that could have been me. And how will she react about it all? We'll find out right now against Nia Jax. Becky Lynch would love to become the next women's champion. And it seems as though winning a championship here in NXT might be the key to getting yourself to the main roster. I know our Raw and Smackdown general managers have both got the checkbook out. They're trying to sign the next big star, but they're not going to sign the next big star until they are ready to come up. And the best way to determine whether or not you're ready is by winning the NXT Championship, whether it be the women's, the tag, or the singles championship for the males. Either one, that is the best way to get yourself a signature for Raw or Smackdown. And our general manager Shawn Michaels here in NXT has been pretty, adamant on not letting his talent go away unless he knows they are ready. And a suplex there by Lynch, and pops up back to her feet. Nicely executed. And this is going to be the struggle here for Lynch. Can she contain the power of Nia Jax and these big rights and lefts that are going to do just way more damage than Becky Lynch? Twice as much damage as you would expect to see from another regular woman here on NXT. And now Nia Jax grabs the legs, trying to wear them down, perhaps trying to make Lynch tap out. She's close to the ropes. Can she get to them? She can't quite get there. But Nia Jax knows she's probably not going to get the submission, but has done the damage indeed. Lynch countering that. Nia Jax trying to send her up. Couldn't execute it though. Lynch with a snap suplex. Nicely done. So despite the extra size of Nia Jax, Lynch still able to kind of execute her regular maneuvers. Lynch now, taken down by a Samoan drop. And of course Nia Jax with a Samoan heritage, utilizing that move very, very well. And again now, Lynch in trouble. Face first, down she goes, the face buster. And now Nia Jax continues to wear down the legs of Becky Lynch, so our champion Bayley will be watching on right now, wondering who is going to win this match. And if you say for Bayley's sake, you'd probably want Becky Lynch to win, because that would give us the most even type matchup. I think if Nia Jax has an opportunity at Bayley, I think she will destroy her. Bayley, around about the same size as a Becky Lynch, so look at the size difference of Nia Jax. If Nia Jax can beat Becky Lynch here tonight, you'd have to assume she's going to be able to knock off Bayley. That's just the way it is. An elbow drop off the top there by Becky Lynch has got Nia Jax down. And Nia Jax able to get out of it. So Nia Jax is trying to wear down Becky Lynch. Another Samoan drop there by Nia Jax. Working in her favor thus far. And here again, just slams the head right back into the mat. And Nia Jax, we haven't seen too much of her here in NXT. We've seen her in a few matches here and there. And you have to say, things haven't worked out all that great for her. She's had some wins, she's had some losses, but she hasn't exactly excelled to the point where we believe she probably is ready for that championship. That's the big question mark. But here tonight, a big opportunity against Becky Lynch. A win here, I think, will solidify herself on the map here at NXT. A good, strong performance, regardless if she loses, will still give her a lot of confidence in the future and give her the self-belief that she'll be able to come back and potentially challenge for the NXT Championship down the line. And again, just wrapping those big legs around Becky Lynch and just trying to perhaps choke Lynch out there. She's got the power game, we know. Lots of power in those legs, and Lynch is finding it out firsthand. Nia Jax just tossing down Becky Lynch. Wow. Some power in that from Nia Jax. She is on fire. No doubt about that. And she continues to impress right now. Here we go. Lynch though. Boom, right to the side of the face. A nicely well executed kick there from Lynch. This might be the key to her getting back into this match. Now Lynch picks up Jax. Plants her down. The cover. This might just be it. And no. Becky Lynch just wondering what does she have to do to beat this woman. She thought maybe she was going to sneak away with the win there. Nia Jax taking off her feet. And Lynch trying to perhaps take out the arm of Nia Jax. Trying to take out potentially some of her power moves. Not a bad strategy here from Becky. Jax now sent over the top of the rope. Lynch stomping on her midsection. And now Lynch still working down the arms here. Continues to try and wear down Nia Jax. It's working out for her. And oh, the knee right between the eyes, that one. Landing right on the forehead of Nia Jax. And she's going to head back into the ring now thanks to Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch doing well so far. But Jax, she's trying to stay in it. Trying to shut down this onslaught from Becky Lynch. The spinebuster, bone-rattling spinebuster will put Lynch away. No. Kicking out at 2. But that was close. Nia Jax feels as though she might have had her. And she's got to be confident now that she can get her now. Jax slamming her down with a side slam. Sidewalk slam. And Nia Jax, she might be looking for that leg drop soon to finish off Becky Lynch. But Becky, though, wants Jax to get back up. Will Nia Jax get up? What can Becky Lynch do here? Here we go. She's got her. No. A counter there, and Jax. Boom. Well, that's not what she was looking for at all. But to her credit, straight back to her feet. Still going. Nia Jax now. Well, this is where the size advantage and the power game comes into play. That big bear hug. But Becky Lynch turns it into a DDT. We know Becky's very, very skilled in this ring. And she's showing a small snippet of that right there. But again, more of the power of Nia Jax, the spinebuster. And that could be it. No. Still, a little bit of fight left in Becky Lynch. But how much has she got left? Those spinebusters are going to take its toll very, very soon. Lynch, a shot to the midsection of Nia Jax. And now, again another leg sweep. Nia Jax gets Lynch back to her feet. I think Nia will have to be thinking about putting this one to bed. She's getting close. The backbreaker. Surely this Becky Lynch can't survive another one of those spine busters. Who knows? Drops the elbow there. Nia Jax wearing down her opponent really well. Impressing us here. Showing us that she belongs at the top of the division. And she wants an opportunity at that championship ASAP. But Jax countering. Lynch unable to get a hold of Jax. And now there's the leg drop. Dropping the leg right on the face of Lynch. And Becky Lynch is out cold. And Nia Jax, well, she is officially on the map here in NXT. That is a good victory, ladies and gentlemen. She has marked her territory here. She has beaten Becky Lynch pretty comfortably, honestly. Becky Lynch never really in it. Had a few opportunities, yes. But for the most part, Becky Lynch just couldn't contain the power of Nia Jax. And now, next week on NXT, Nia Jax will go one-on-one with Carmella, with the winner becoming the next #1 contender for the Women's Championship. Now that will be a match to see, no doubt about that. Will Nia Jax be the next contender for Bayley's Championship? We'll find out in the future. Carmella could be the one to stand in her way. Next week we'll find out who is our #1 contender. We know who our #1 contender is for the NXT Championship. It is Apollo Crews. So next up, we're going to see how Apollo Crews fares when he has to team up with his future opponent, the NXT Champion, AJ Styles. It is going to be Crews and Styles versus Samoa Joe and Austin Aries. And here comes the NXT Champion. It is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And he'll have to defend that championship that he carries in his right hand in the future against Apollo Crews. Well, what a rivalry he's had with a few of his opponents here tonight. And even his tag team partner. We know he's had a long rivalry with Apollo Crews, Samoa Joe, and he's even had his battles with Austin Aries. So, he'll meet them all here again here tonight in NXT. AJ Styles still somehow manages to carry that championship. So many top-tier elite talent are chasing it. Styles continues to outdo them all and remains your champion. Can he keep that title for much longer? I have no idea. Because this man, Apollo Crews, is after it. Here he is. Apollo Crews. What a tremendous talent he is as well. I mean, he's got it all. We know that. The power, the strength, the agility, the high flying, the speed. Apollo Crews is truly a hybrid talent. He's got it all. And now he has a chance again to show us what he can do. Can Apollo Crews win the NXT Championship? Well, he'll have to team up with his opponent in the future here tonight. We'll see how he goes. I mean, I'm not sure if these two will be able to really work all that well together as a team, let's be honest. Who would really want to help out the guy that you're going to verse in the future for the championship? Do you really want to help him out, save him if he's getting beat up? I mean, I wouldn't, honestly. If AJ Styles is the champion, I mean, why would I want to come in there and help him out? I would let him get beat up. If Samoa Joe is beating the hell out of him and dominating him, I'm just going to stand back and smile. Stand back and watch on and let it happen, because there's no point in me getting there to help him out, because in 2 weeks' time, if he's carrying an injury, that's only going to help me. So Apollo Crews will have a bit of an agenda here tonight against AJ Styles. Will he help out? Will he do the right thing? We don't know. If Apollo Crews wants to win this match, I mean, he might try and get himself involved a little bit more rather than trying to rely on AJ Styles, perhaps. I'm not sure. We just saw Samoa Joe, and here comes, well, the greatest man alive. It is Austin Aries. And Aries, he wants to be NXT champion as well, without much luck. Same with Samoa Joe. These are two guys who would love to beat down Crews and Styles and send a bit of a message in the future that they are coming with an NXT championship. Austin Aries, well, he's impressed us. We know that. He's shown us what he's capable of. We know that he can be a future champion. He's dangerous. He is one guy not to be messed with. He can beat anyone on this roster. We know that. So tonight, we'll see how he goes against Styles and Cruz, the very two best we have here in NXT. How will Austin Aries cope? Can he pick up a win? If he does, that will give him a lot of confidence going forward that he could beat the NXT champion Styles and the top tier contenders in the division as well. Well, Styles and Samoa Joe, they've met many times throughout the series. We know that. And they'll meet again here tonight in a tag team clash. Samoa Joe has been just begging for an opportunity at this championship. He had to beat Apollo Crews a couple of weeks ago to get one. No luck. Couldn't get the championship match that he was hoping for. And now Styles has a chance to send a message to Joe and kind of remind him that he's the champion and deserves to be it. Samoa Joe will probably be feeling as though that he can still beat Styles. AJ Styles would love just to shut up Samoa Joe, let's be honest. Joe now going to the corner, will tag in his partner Austin Aries. Styles, no interest in tagging in Apollo Crews, wants to keep going himself. That's a bit of the mindset that AJ Styles has here tonight. He wants to get things done by himself and perhaps just show what he can do firsthand to Apollo Crews. Just kind of maybe bring out a few extra moves here tonight. Just kind of impress us and impress Apollo Crews and just kind of give him a bit of a warning of what is to come when they meet. Styles picks up Austin Aries and drives the knee right into the back of Aries and continues to wear him down again. Aries trying to get back to his feet. Thanks to AJ Styles, he's up. And now Aries from behind grabs a hold of AJ Styles' leg. And the other one goes into the mat. And the damage being dealt to the knee area of AJ Styles. As you can see, grabbing onto the knee. Not feeling the best at the moment. And down goes Aries, and Styles has had enough. Apollo Crews has his chance. So Crews and Aries. Who will get the better of this little confrontation we're going to see? Apollo Crews picks up Aries. Look out! Crews, here's the power! And even doing a few squats at the same time. What about that from Crews? The power game! And down goes Aries. And nothing Aries could do there. That is some impressive power from Apollo Crews. Now that is a signal and a message sent to AJ Styles of what he can expect from Apollo Crews. The power game. Look out. Now that was mighty impressive. But Crews in trouble here. Wrapped up there in the bottom rope. Austin Aries firing back. And Aries continues to try and wear down Crews, but he'll be taken off of his feet. And Crews will bring back in AJ Styles. So Crews, a short little stint there, didn't want to have too much involvement. Wants Styles to kind of get involved as much as he can, and that's a good tactic from Apollo Crews. He needs to make sure that Styles is getting worn down and being worked over as much as he possibly can. So when it comes to, well, match day, he is not 100%. I doubt that it's going to happen for Crews, unfortunately. AJ Styles is a professional. He gets himself prepared every single time, 100% easily. So Crews won't have that much luck, but it's worth a shot, let's be honest. Aries back to his feet now. And Aries is going to look for the tag, and he'll bring in Samoa Joe. Joe back in. Grabs a hold of Styles. What's Samoa Joe thinking about doing? He won't have a chance. Styles will take him off his feet. And these two know each other so well. They've had many battles all around the world, and especially here at NXT as well in recent times. And, well, AJ Styles has actually got the better of Samoa Joe more often than not. And that's been driving Samoa Joe crazy. Samoa Joe just cannot believe that he's not champion right now. He cannot believe that he's not been able to beat AJ Styles. But every time they meet, it is always AJ Styles walking away with the chocolates. And that's exactly what is driving Samoa Joe insane. That's why we're seeing Samoa Joe snap time and time again. And uh-oh, there's a sign right there. The Styles clash turns into the cover. Joe in trouble, but counters back. Back and forth now. Shoulders down. No. Joe countering. Styles in trouble. Joe's got it. No. Kick out at two. The Styles clash. And went for the cover and nearly got him. Joe stays in it. So Samoa Joe's taken that Styles Clash many a time and has put him away, but that time he stays in it. But just to finish it off, you know, these losses have just been making Samoa Joe go crazy. I mean, look at all the beatdowns that he's done to Styles and Atami and Cruz. A number of different superstars that come up against Samoa Joe, they leave themselves, you know, laying in the middle of the ring after a muscle buster. And it might not be during the match, it might be after the match, because if Samoa Joe doesn't get what he wants, he's going to try and beat it out of you. He's going to try and beat you down until he gets what he wants, and that is the NXT Championship. And unfortunately, in the middle of the ring, Samoa Joe has yet to get the better of AJ Styles. Enziguri there by Joe. Thought about a tag and continue the wear down Styles. He'll go for the cover here. Has he wasted a little bit too much time? I think he knew that he wasn't going to get him, but just the pressure indeed is going to be enough to keep Styles just guessing. Keep him guessing, keep him wondering. Snapmare there by Styles. And a shot to the back there of Joe. And now AJ Styles are going to do the same here to Samoa Joe, who will comfortably kick out at 2. Just giving himself a couple extra seconds. Probably could have kicked out before the count, but where's the fun in that? Styles thinking about a tag, and he'll go for it. So Cruz back in. So Apollo Crews won't have a chance at Samoa Joe, his bitter rival. Instead has a shot at Austin Aries, who takes down Cruz, takes down Styles at the same time. Austin Aries getting himself going here, but Cruz shutting it down straight away. And now Cruz sending Aries in the corner. Aries able to fire back though with the elbow. Tried to spin round and connect there on Cruz, but unable to do so. Now Aries tossed over the top rope. Uh-oh, here comes Apollo Crews over the top of the rope and flying through and connecting there on Austin Aries, taking him down. Well, you talked about the power game. We saw a snippet of that earlier, but there is the athleticism, the high-flying ability, and the agility of Apollo Crews. He truly is the full package, and you just saw that right there. And now Aries going back and forth in the apron and even perhaps connecting a little bit with the steel ring post. Cruz wearing him down. And again, bouncing off the apron. Count of 5 now. Cruz senses that, and Cruz firing himself up here. He is feeling it. Austin Aries is going to try and stop this ASAP, otherwise it could be over. And there's a spinning strike. Spinning forearm. And down goes Cruz, and now this could be it. Hooks the leg of Apollo Crews. Is this going to be it? No, he'll kick out. But Aries took an absolute beating from Apollo Crews on the outside. I'm surprised that Crews unable to really take advantage of that and get Aries in the middle of the ring and put him away. Perhaps he was wasting a little bit too much time. Aries making him pay. The veteran Austin Aries has Crews in the corner, slowly getting to him. He'll get there in time though. And now Aries. Here we go, off the top. And there it is. Flying down, connecting with both feet right into the chest of Apollo Crews. Austin Aries will tag in Samoa Joe. Joe looking perhaps to finish Apollo Crews off. We know how much Joe hates Apollo Crews. We know how much Samoa Joe would love nothing more than to beat Apollo Crews. And here it is. Muscle Buster. That is it. Right there. Samoa Joe will get his revenge on Apollo Crews. Pressing down on Crews. But Crews kicks out. Wow. Apollo Crews kicking out. And it's not over yet. Crews stays in it. Well, I thought for sure that was going to be it. I thought for sure Samoa Joe, he connects the Muscle Buster. It is over. But I guess Apollo Crews has not sustained enough damage. And Samoa Joe just rolls out of the ring. And is looking to regroup here. Just kind of reset himself. Didn't get the win right there when he thought he probably was going to. And instead of taking out his frustration, he's going to just calm himself down a little bit. Come outside the ring. And kind of think about his next move, and that's what he did. He took down Styles. Crews has tagged out AJ Styles in the ring now. Samoa Joe just can't seem to find a way to beat AJ Styles, can he find a way right now? Here is the cover from Styles, potentially winning this match. Not quite there. Not yet. Kicks out there. Went for the big kick in the back. Not going to get it though. And a shot to the knee there of Styles. Of Joe, I should say, by Styles. And the full Nelson from behind. AJ Styles takes down Samoa Joe. And now Apollo Crews back in the match. Striking Samoa Joe. Didn't get much of it, but enough. Joe countering. Sweeping Crews off of his feet. And Joe waiting for Crews to get back up. And Crews is up and he's had enough. But he met the big slap there of Joe. And this time bouncing off the top of the rope there. And now Samoa Joe feels like his work is done. Austin Aries enters this match. Austin Aries now. Look out. Here it comes. Brainbuster. Austin Aries hooks that leg and will get him no. AJ Styles surprisingly breaks it up. Samoa Joe couldn't quite get there in time. It was pretty close to Styles' corner. And Styles decided to keep this one going. And a knee there to Aries. Styles and Joe battling away to the outside. Now Apollo Crews. Can he capitalize? Aries against the ropes now. And Apollo Crews trying to launch himself at Aries. Aries countering. And oh, a shot to the back of the neck. Now Aries has Crews up. Death Valley Driver. That could be it there for Apollo Crews. Aries now heading to the top. Looking to fly off the top of the rope here to finish Crews off. Look out, Aries. Moonsault. Both legs are hooked right there. The referee in position. Styles can't get there. And Apollo Crews kicks out just a fraction too late. And Austin Aries gets the win for his team. Well, there you go. Aries and Joe with the win. And AJ Styles nowhere to be found. Well, he broke it up the first time, but where was he the second time? He had a chance to get in there, but instead he came in the ring and just stood there. And Samoa Joe came along and stopped him in the end. But I think AJ Styles could have got there. But just a lack of urgency from Styles. Perhaps he didn't care. Perhaps he didn't really want to really win this match. Perhaps he just was happy to let Apollo Crews lose to perhaps derail a little bit of momentum from Apollo Crews. Not a bad idea from Styles if that was the case. Apollo Crews has been on a bit of a roll, winning some big matches. By having him lose in that circumstance, that just sets Apollo Crews back a little bit. And when that title match comes in a couple of weeks' time, well, we know that is going to help out AJ Styles in the long run. Just a little bit of an element of doubt now put in the mind of Apollo Crews. So let's take a look. Crews is down right here. Aries heading to the top rope, looking for the moonsault. Samoa Joe is on the apron. AJ Styles on the apron. And AJ Styles, he probably saw what was coming here because he's kind of leaning on the ropes, not that interested in getting himself in there. Here's the cover. And, you know, Styles just slowly gets in the ring. Figured he might as well just make it look like he made the effort. But really, he didn't. And his team loses because of that. So Styles and Crews lose. Aries and Joe picks up the win. What a match here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much again for joining us for another episode of Universe Mode. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like on this video. It helps out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already to see more Universe Mode action coming out real soon. Check out the website, BrendenPlayz.com, for all of your Hell in a Cell coverage as well. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you all next video. Damaging Miocic, putting a lot of pressure on him. Big elbow strike. And again, Miocic in trouble. Plays may have him right here, but he's got to finish him. Has he got enough left to do it?